Uh-huh. Welcome, Kenya, Africa, and the world at large to the Kenya National Chess Championships 2025. A very hot matchup. Both sides are aiming to win a car, a Nissan Note at the end of this, and the chance to represent Kenya at the Olympiad next year. Presenting is Ian King. I'm the commentary personnel at this particular moment. I'm being assisted by Dr. Victor Ngani, as well as LGM Brian Kidula, who are away for lunch. But in the meantime, there's some games that have been going on, and we can just get right into it. So we could start with the ladies' side this time round. We've got Madelta Glenda on board one versus Jumba Gloria. And we can see, let's see how it went down. So we had d4. Now Jumba came from a draw. Madelta also, she got a draw, I think so, in the previous game, if I'm not wrong, or she lost. Let's just check real quick what her previous score was in round one. Sorry, in round one. But she must have won. If she's on board one, she must have won. She must have won. Oh, she lost to Julie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she lost that game. Let's see what went down. Oh, she underestimated a certain pawn push. Yeah, and she ended up losing. So anyway, so this time she gets a revenge match of sorts against Jumba, who also was pretty much losing but found a way to draw against Cassidy. So let's see what went down. So Jumba is a d4. Then we had the Benoni being played. I like this. This is an opening that you don't see many ladies play. I'm very proud. She pushes, very standard move. If nobody's fighting for the center, you fight for it yourself. d5, then c4, knight f6, bishop f4, g6, knight f3, bishop g7, knight 3. All these are standard moves. Maybe I shouldn't put the engine off. There is nothing critical going on right now. e4, knight. Now, this might look a bit strange to those who have been taught, hey, never put your knights on the rim. But in such situations where you can't actually put your knight on c6 and there is no immediate punishment for putting your knight on a6, it's perfectly fine putting it there. Bishop e2, knight back, queen to c2, and then trades. Background information on Madelta. She is actually one of the, I think the only lady in Kenya who has won the gold in the World Amateurs. So very high caliber player in this matchup. And Jumba Gloria is a multiple time Olympiad player, represented Kenya several times. And their ratings reflect. We're sorting something a bit here at the sort of studio. So once it's sorted, we shall resume in earnest. Awesome. We were fixing something with the outputs, which we're back here at Westwood Hotel. Once again, welcome to the Kenya National Chess Championships 2025. This is round two. The first round was quite interesting. The juniors doing really well. Only one junior lost in the first round. That was Zurika Loki, who is still a champ because remember, this year she earned her first WIM norm. So she's the closest thing we could have to an IM right now in Kenya. So kudos to her, and we're waiting to see what happens in the next rounds. So we're looking at this game between Jumba and Madelta. And yeah, so a lot of very sensible moves being played. Nothing too fancy yet. Nothing too out of the ordinary to merit strong discussion. Now, this is the first attempt at drawing blood from the opponent, which is e5, and the idea was to have a very, very strong center. If in case, let's say, takes happened, this is a dream position for white right here. Very, very beautiful. You put pressure on this knight. Whenever this knight ever moves away, you trade the bishop, putting pressure on this bishop, and you also have a semi-open d-file for your rook. So very, very nice. Very, very nice idea. But that didn't happen, unfortunately, because, of course, Madelta knew that was going to be scary. So she instead tries to trade the bishop. Bishop moves back. So takes and take. Now, I'm not sure why. Let's see if this was the best move taken here, because it negates the entire point of this bishop coming here. Let's see. So is taking the best move? No, taking is not the best move, because you really don't want to allow a situation where this pawn has got room to move with this rook being able to come and add pressure, and this bishop also adding pressure. You don't want that. So the engine suggests, you know what, move here, bring the bishop here, and trade. That's what the engine is suggesting. Bishop h6, bishop here. Anyway, so let's move on. Trades happened. Now here, of course, wait 1 second. Now, taking here is quite sensible. I understand why Madelta didn't want to take, because typically when you fianchetto your bishop, it's supposed to act as a dragon, sort of, along this diagonal. It's a very active piece for you. So you don't want to willingly trade it, especially when it's unclear where you're trading it. But unfortunately, this position, it was amongst the best moves. But anyway, she took, which eventually was the best move. Very impressive. And then took, and once again, just suggesting take. Let's see what she does. Very nice. Notice she's not letting go of this. Pawn push, knight back, knight to d3, bishop c8, takes. Oh, that pawn was not defensible. Let's see. How did she lose that pawn? Oh, there was no way to defend it, because the bishop stops any knight from coming there to defend, and the queen is blocked from the defense by the knight. So ended up being down a pawn. Some trades. Oh, look at this move. Very nice. Very, very nice. You get back your pawn and you defend. And you defend your rook. Spinning, but then you still have... yes, actually, now I think you really, really have to take either this rook or this knight. Otherwise, the pressure on this file is too much. So anyway, she took, and then defended. Still trying to not lose her bishop. Maybe at this point it would have been better if she just took the knight. But anyway, trade, takes, and bishop. Now, she's got two very nicely operational bishops, as Agameta likes to say. And I think this is where the position is right now. Yeah, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, this is exactly the live position. So take on this position. Okay, let's switch off the engine. Okay, the engine is already saying that black is better. That's because It's a very open position. Black has the dark square and the light square bishop. Already has already attack. This diagonal looks a little bit, these diagonals look very, very weak. The rook can join the party. And it's not very clear how white can consolidate an attack. Not very clear. Because even bringing the rook here doesn't really attack much. The queen can always just move out, sidestep, and then be perfectly fine. So anyway, very interesting position. We'll see how this turns out. Jumba is doing really, really well, and she needs this win. She really, really needs this win. Actually, both of them need this win because Madelta is 0 for 1. You know, she hasn't won yet, and Jumba has gotten a draw. In the Bilbao system, a draw is only 1 point, and you can end up not losing any single game, but lose the tournament because you're only gathering 1 point for each win, whereas some people could lose some games and get 3 points per game. So if you look at a scenario where Jumba draws, let's say 4 games, that's 4 points. Somebody loses 2 games, they get 0 for those games, but they get 6 points for those 2 that they won. So that ends up being very beneficial to the person who won some games. So both of them are really, really interested in a win. So we don't expect to see any friendly or peaceful attempts to resolve this position. Very, very nice. They're going to fight tooth and nail. And Jumba, much as she's currently losing right now, remember, even against the Cassidy game, she was really doing a bit on the back foot, but she ended up holding to a draw. Let's move on. Next game is Dirangu James Joyce Nyaruai versus Elizabeth Cassidy. Joyce is somebody I've known for quite a bit, very, very strong player. So let's see. Now, just before this stream, I was actually talking to Cassidy's dad, and Cassidy was suggesting, hey, if it were me, Cassidy was suggesting, hey, if it were me, I would play the knight here. The rook moves, the king moves here, sacrifice the knight, and then keep checking the king. At that point, the bishop was somewhere here. At that point, the bishop was here. So it's interesting how dad and daughter really think alike. Very, very interesting. Oh, and it's actually the dad who introduced the daughter to chess. So very, very interesting to see how family can have such similarity in terms of attack. Okay, so let's see how it started, how it ended up being here. So e4, c5, knight f3, g6, d4, trade. This is quite common stuff. So here, of course, you just play knight f6 with the idea of playing knight c6 next. Yeah, and then queen to a4, d6, pawn push, but this is not harmful. You can take the pawn or you can move the knight. Both are fine. Yeah, so moving the knight is still fine. Bishop there. Oh, that's an interesting move. But you just play the queen and you're fine. Whoa. Okay, interesting. What she's saying, you know what? Your queen side is going to be tricky if you take my knight. And so Joyce, Elizabeth Cassidy is like, you know what? Okay, let me just take the pawn first, and then castle, and then maybe think of taking on c6. So takes, castles, takes, then bishop. Because yes, there was a checkmate. Okay, not a checkmate really, but there's a threat on this, or some pressure on this h2. So the bishop comes to relieve the pressure. e5 could have been an option here, I think, right? Yes, e5 is definitely the move here. You're controlling the center. You're allowing your rook to become active. It's just I'm not sure why she didn't go for that, but anyway, let's see what she did. She moved the queen aside, putting pressure on this knight, and then the knight is kicked off, and then now that, okay, interesting. Why not just move back? Why not just move back? Let's see what, let's see. Yeah, just move the knight back. Just move the knight back. Just move the knight back, and then you can focus on attack. Anyway, e5 was played here. Might be a bit of an inaccuracy, just a tiny bit. but nothing too serious. So knight attacking, queen back, bishop back, the knight back. So very peaceful, very peaceful solution or resolution to the position. Now, black is not down a pawn. This pawn is kind of weak, and this piece is kind of weak. The rook can always be used to pin the knight. Yes, and then also this pawn, yeah. So the pawn was never lost, and so move there, then take the pawn, and then trade. Move, secure your rook, secure your bishop as white. Now, that move is what I'm not so sure about. Let's see. It looks like it exposes the king a little bit too much. Maybe even taking here is not so bad. Maybe. I'm not saying it's the best, but let's see what the silicon head thinks. So silicon head wants to trade, wants to maintain pressure on this rook, but after trading the queens. So very interesting, because remember, this is an open position. Whoever has the bishop pair tends to have the easier time. Plus, you want to keep an eye on this square. Right now, there are two pieces looking at that square. If either the bishop or the queen is looking at that square, your position is more secure, or at least your king is more secure. So she pushes, and look, the advantage moves from minus 0.1 for black and goes all the way to white. So up, and then, yeah, so I was not very, yeah. But anyway, let's see. Remember, it's a lot of pressure is going on over here. You're fighting to be the national champion. Yeah, after so many tournaments, it's after the holidays, it's after lunch, it's the afternoon. So you have to basically be kind to the nerve pressure that the players are under. So rook to c1, bishop protects, the knight goes for the check. Yeah, the king was supposed to move to the corner, as Cassidy's dad accurately mentioned. But now here, unfortunately, if you go, the problem with bringing the king closer is that now this f5 push really comes to punish black, because now this rook really exposes the king's weaknesses. And yeah, if this is spotted, if that is spotted, it's a game over. You can see the engine is saying, whenever it says +6, yeah, it means things are really bad. Just 1 second as we sort audio issues. Awesome. Yeah, so if this is spotted by white, then definitely it's curtains, unfortunately. It's curtains. Now you might be asking, hey, but if you do this, isn't there bishop to what do you call it? To e5. Yeah, maybe this. Unfortunately, no. We've got discoveries left, right, and center. You take, well, this happens. And how do you secure your king? Your king is too exposed. You move forward, we can start with that. Move forward. Well, there's the check. You want to take? If you take, guess what? Now your queen is gone. If you don't take the knight, okay, let's say you move where? Actually, there's almost nowhere you can move, my friend. So there's almost nowhere. If you move here, the same thing. Actually, wait, can we just come here? No, wait. If queen here, you can actually now take. So we have to check in the king, no, encourages this, and we want our queen to be there well protected by this knight. So the best move is to play the knight here. With the idea being, queen here is just too damaging. Too many diagonals are open, too many, these are meeting net. That's why it's the engine saying plus 10 billion. Yeah, anyway, so if we go back, yeah, so this move was a bit, is a bit too brave. It's a bit too brave, because once this is spotted, it's game over. This f5 move tends to be punished. Now, you only play the f5 move if there is a significant plan of pushing to f4. there was no tangible plan here to push f4, and that is why it was a weakness. Anyway, we can now move on to the next one. Kimani Wanjiru versus Kaloki. Let's see. So Kaloki lost the last game. She needs this win. She has to win. So anyway, e4 is c6, d4, d5, takes, c4. Now, I'm going a bit fast because we've got many games to cover, but because this is the basics, this is what we call the Queen's Gambit. I should think, wait, is it correctly the Queen's Gambit? Let's see. No, it's not the Queen's Gambit. This is the Caro-Kann. This is a Caro-Kann exchange variation. Very nice. Then knight c3, knight f6, knight c6, knight f3. If you wondered what the Caro-Kann is, chess has got a bunch of openings, each of which have different names, and this happens with the Caro-Kann. Anyway, so bishop there, castles, castles. So typical of a Caro-Kann opening, this is very safe for both sides, nothing too special going on. That's why you see the engine is saying 0.0. Nothing too special is going on here. Remember, everybody needs a win here. She needs a win. She needs a win. Nobody's trying to bet the whole house or to bet the barn. So a3, a6, bishop g5, pawn takes, bishop c4, then b5. Very good. Now, whenever a6 has been played and the bishop is on c4, it's almost a commandment at this point in chess to play b5. Now, you can say the engine suggesting push, not the easiest to think of. But yes, whenever you're attacked or you delayed playing bishops away from this tempo, you should try to at least get some tempo back by also forcing your opponent to move back so that you also move back without losing tempo. So anyway, moves back, but then now black gets, some very good development for free. Bishop back. Now, moving pieces back, unfortunately, this position isn't the best way to go around this position. Now, why is that? Notice, in terms of pawns that are advanced, this beats this. In terms of, let me say, king safety or activity, this position, while secure, unfortunately, cannot beat this. If everything here was traded, this bishop is a little bit more free. So if everything was traded, this king already has a route to get to the center. This king would have to move 2 steps to get closer. So not the easiest. Now anyway, we move on. e6, rook to d2, knight e7, knight e5, knight d5, trade. Been offered, rook to c8, and bishop. Now, if you go back here, let me put the engine off. If you go back here, another interesting aspect of these positions is sometimes to trade these bishops. And many players might be going for this because this is usually a very, very strong piece and you want to trade it. This isn't gone for in this situation, and even the engine that suggests it's as one of the top moves. But it's just an idea that men usually have such setups where you've got the bishop and the queen on the same diagonal, and you've got a fianchetted queen bishop. So anyway, lots of pressure being put on this square right here. Look, there's the knight coming up, there's the pawn, quite the pressure being put here, but there are enough defenses from black side. So anyway, very cool position. Move forward. Bishop goes to g5, and the queen moves away. Now, why did the queen need to move away? Because remember, the idea for white is such that, for black, is such that if this knight ever takes this, it is this knight that will take this, not the bishop, and not the pawn. So that's why the queen moves away, so that the knights can always take this in case this is traded. So anyway, so queen moves here, takes, moves, queen back, trade, moves back and trade. So quite a bunch of trades, and now you're left with a situation where white has the knight, black has the bishop. And it's going to be a battle, or it's going to be a positional battle. But wait, isn't there a fork right here? There is a fork here, guys. Was it spotted? Let us see. Yes, it was spotted. Oh. Things are hot. Things are very, very hot. Let's see. Could she have avoided putting the queen there? Let's see. If we go here, she could possibly have taken with the pawn instead. No? Just 1 second. If she took with the pawn, would the queen have to be there? Let's see. So trade, takes, takes. Same thing. Oh my. Wait, was it always lost? Let me see. What was the mistake, guys? Let us see. Let's trace it back. Let's trace it. Uh-oh. We've lost just 1 second. Yeah. Let's see. Now let's put our silicon head to see the exactly that should have happened. Because black was perfectly fine. Why should... Okay, so we had the trade. Oh, so this was the mistake. She was supposed to take with the knight. Because you don't want your queen ended up here because of this knight hop over here. Interesting. So that was a mistake. So takes. And then whatever happens, your queen is secure. Okay, very interesting. So she missed that. And in my speed, I also missed that. So we can't blame her. But let's see. Oh, this is so painful. So you always have to watch your trades, guys. You always have to watch your trades. So take, she took with the bishop. And then that's where the difference came about. So trade, then now that. But did she convert correctly? Let's see. So it's still going on. So here, Zuri has got quite the edge. Let's see if she can convert this one. Very, very nice. It was a trade dispute there that will, of course, and Kimani Wanjiru has had a very interesting sort of games. I can assure you she's a lot stronger than is showing so far. Anyway, let's see. Nashpai Bella versus Mutisia Julie. Now, you notice that in the ladies category, almost everybody is a master. Yeah, almost everybody are at master levels. We've got a very, very strong female team in Kenya. Very, very strong. Okay, so we move back. We've got d4, d5, knight f3, knight c6, knight f6. This the London being set up on the board. This is a staple of Julie. She really loves the London. Then knight there. She's very well read up on this sort of systems. Yeah, all this is basically theory. Nothing special going on. Yeah, so here, I'm not so sure why she... Because you see, once the queen is here, these ideas of attacking h7 don't work. But anyway, let's see what went. Take, there, then move back. Oh, so that just gives black an extra tempo for no reason, because now everything that was attacking has moved back, yet black still has all opportunity to develop pieces. And yes, this is a very simple move. Now, I was actually with Bella's dad before this stream, and every parent was suggesting, yeah, this move is very easy to see. And I posted to them that, hey, e5 could work out. And if you give the engine enough time, it comes to this conclusion that e5 is the best move. But anyway, let's ignore that weight and move on, because we've got many games to cover. Then takes, and then now e5. Okay, so e5 was the thing. e5 is the thing. King is in the center. King is in the center. You want to open up the center. King is in the center, open up the center. Not castle king. You have the initiative, attack. Don't waste time with moves like this, a5. Don't waste time, go for the king. Very good. So f5, why? Honestly, playing it safe. It's not a losing move. Not a losing move. Maybe she wants to attack on the queen side and she's like, you know what? Let me play f5. This time f5 works, because remember, not because you want to go f4 as an attacker. No. To seal off this bishop, and so you can focus your attack on the queen side. Because she has evaluated that she's got a lot of pieces that are perfectly positioned for an attack on the queen side. Whereas she can frustrate white's efforts on the king side with a simple move of f5. And so that's what she does, and then proceeds to focus on the queen side. So knight there, and then knight center, bishop back, and then, okay, queen here. Okay, so she should have focused on the queen side, but okay, interesting. Appears her idea was to put the knight on e4, not bad. Knight there, bishop to d7 to secure the pawn. Rook moves up, quite aggressive intentions, maybe trying to get the rook to h3 after a trade maybe, and maybe bishop here or something. Let's see. So rook now finally comes to attack, and these are the positionings. So white is claimed to have an advantage. Yes, you can see the engine suggesting, hey, take rook here, then bishop there, get an attack of sorts on the king side, but I feel black's attack should focus mostly on the queen side. Moves like c5, I don't know. This queen is a bit misplaced. Slightly misplaced. Okay, so let's go to the Ether versus Sasha. Sasha, I think, is the current national champion, female national champion. So let's see how she attended to her opponent this time. So d4, f6, knight f3, d6, e6, c4, d5, g3. Okay, so very, very standard moves. Bishop to e7, trade, knight, developing moves. Oh, now this is the only move that is a bit suspicious to me. Now, this move right here, it's not a move you see often, at least in my experience. Though I'm seeing the engine isn't very annoyed by it, which suggests to me that this could be prep. And this is move what? This is move 9, okay, expected of a national champion. Okay, so closing up the pawn, trying to steal some space on the queen side, maybe now trying to play a6 and b5 and securing the rook behind. Let's see how it plays out. So knight e5, oh, so it goes the other way. Interesting. Okay, so b6, knight takes. Yeah, I wasn't very sure why you'd want to do this. So turns out there's a tactical punishment. You can't really take back because the rook dies. Yeah, so honestly, this was a blunder. Yeah, definitely. What she could have played this, knight c6, or what else could she have played? Engines were suggesting bishop c5 as a move. There is no pressure right now to play a6, apparently, according to the engine, which is very, very interesting to me. Because for me, I'd be a bit worried about moves like pawn to b3 and weakening this square. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, so that was punished by knight takes. So the bishop came through, and then knight. And white is just up a pawn for no reason. So yeah, so for no compensation. So this is going to be a hard grind for black, unfortunately. So now all Sasha has to do is just to play correct moves, and then at the correct point, just trade whatever is necessary, and then win the game. Unfortunately, that's how it is sometimes in chess. You make one misstep and it's just downhill afterwards, no matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do next. Okay, so that's it for the ladies' games. Let's say live mode. Yeah, so here's just a matter of sitting tight. You can see the advantage keeps going up and up. That's because all white has to do is just maintain the advantage. No creativity needed. Just maintain the advantage. Then as the game draws to a close, convert, either promote the extra pawn and win, or just wait for another fault and then capitalize on the exchanges and then win. Awesome. We can now go to the male games. Very little time for some of these players. Let's start with Simiyu Jaden versus Brian Irungu. Both of these players won their games. So let us see. D4 by the doctor, and d5 by the FM, the FIDE master, Kenya's youngest FIDE master in history and currently. Knight f3, knight f6, g3, c4, bishop e7, bishop g2, castles, castles. So very standard stuff, nothing too special going on. The position is equal, and now here is where we have a divide. You could go for the Catalan move, knight to e5, or you could go to c2, the queen. This is slightly more favored by those who have studied the classical theory. New school players will go for c2. Let's see which one. Yes, definitely Irungu is a Gen Z. He goes for the new school. That's queen c2. Yeah, and the idea is there's so much pressure on this diagonal by this bishop, this is called the Catalan bishop, that you will almost never have easy queenside development. And because of that, some weaknesses appear on the board and then you end up being blasted away. So anyway, let's see how it pans out. So queen takes, rook comes down, the bishop chases, moves back, and then now bishop there. Now, the reason why I'm not really a fan of this new school is because you see, like this situation where we found Irungu found himself in, where after taking the queen, the pawn, black instantly gets the move b5, and then now the queen has to find safety, and then now instead of the bishop putting pressure on this diagonal, black gets away to put his own bishop at the diagonal, negating the entire point of the Catalan setup. Now, that's not to say that the Catalan setup is now defeated, but it makes your work of winning a lot more others, you know. So anyway, let's continue. So bishop to d2, rook, extraying the queen, trading, very good. Now that the bishop has found a way, there is no need to maintain any light square weaknesses. Each time this rook will be visiting this bishop. If you can trade the bishop, your rook is a lot more free and you not ever need to worry about this knight ever moving away and exposing the Catalan bishop. So queen moves back, and then now keep going. Yes, now the engine was suggesting at some point, hey, maybe you need to move a pawn or something, or go back. But hey, this Jadon is young, he likes winning. He goes for the push. He will push. So, a3 is played. Of course, very sensible. You're trying to take away this pesky pawn. Jadon quite confidently moves the pawn because there's always rook here, which is what the rook would do anyway. That's why it moved up and then to the side. Sorry, up then to the side. Knight to what do you call it? c3. But then of course you now embed your bishop right there, and now this queen side is not looking pretty. Look, the queen is not a queen, people. The queen is not a queen, and the rook is not a rook. You can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere as a queen. You can't go nowhere as the... So this is a brilliant setup. Plus you're also chasing away the rook. So very, very nice. It's a miracle that the engine is still saying this is okay for white. It's one of those engine things. I will not be comfortable playing a championship where my queen is useless, my rook is useless, and then you have to chase your rook again. A rook that you invested time moving from this position to this, and then being forced to move it back. Anyway, so move it to e1. I understand why he moved here. Not because moving here is bad or didn't see the move, no. It's because psychologically you don't feel like you want to move all the way back, because you intentionally move the rook here and you still want to maintain some freedom of this rook. Plus you want to push here, you have a justification for it. But notice how the advantage disappeared from plus 0.5 to minus 0.3. Almost a pawn gone, because that's 0.8 chess points, lost. So very, very interesting. The knight moves up for development, and instead of going e4, why did he go e3? The whole idea or justification of this move was to play e4. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why he didn't go for it. Because some of you might be wondering, but Ian, isn't it obvious? Like this pawn is dying. It's not dying, guys. This rook is going to die in case you get greedy. Let me show you. If you push, this guy takes, right? You take, and then the queen takes. Guess who is a bishop? This is a bishop. And it's a very painful bishop. Very painful, because now you have to go away. Imagine, and then guess what? This ugly rook dies. So unfortunately, you don't need to worry about it. It's protected by tactics. So this was just a sensible move to go for. But anyway, let's move. E3 was played. Oh, and then the disadvantage of playing E3 is that now look at your bishop. Your queen, remember, needs room. This guy needs room, but you're playing E3. This bishop is also out of room. Yes? Yeah, I can see our secretary, no, our Cheskenya official peeping at us. Hi, Aurelia.
Hi. You guys are doing a good job.
Oh, thank you so much.
Keep going.
For sure, for sure. Hi. Okay, so E3. Now, see, this piece, and this piece frozen because of E3. Yeah, could have gone for E4. E4 was just the move, unfortunately. So E3, knight back. Now finally playing E4. Okay, anyway. So there, and now look, knight goes in. Bishop. Okay, it looks like white is back in play. White is cramped. White has got little space, but somehow white is surviving. Let's see what goes on. Queen f6, of course, putting pressure on this knight. There is a double attack on this. Very simple to see why that was played. Knight moves there, of course, because it was going to die if that didn't happen, and he didn't want to trade over here. Yeah. Now, maybe asking why not? Well, because if you trade, yes, now you get this fork. And yeah, not pretty at all. So anyway, so moves away. Knight goes to b6. The engine is suggesting chase the queen away from here. The queen is getting a bit too active. Makes sense, but Irungu goes for tactics, saying, hey, let's trade this, and then we can trade here. So that we can trade more pieces. But Jaden is like, nah. Let's trade this way first, then I get to keep my bishop. Let's trade this way first, then I get to keep my bishop. Okay, so let's see. Queen goes down. Notice how many times this queen has moved and been forced to go back. Then, of course, Jadon takes the bishop. Queen takes back. Then the engine you can still play the bishop back as I'd suggested. Then or move the rook back, or you could play something else. And Jadon moves the bishop back. I love how Jadon plays bishop back. Now, knight to h4. Knight to h4. Now, this is a very interesting situation because both players are my friends. Irungu and I, as I said before this round, one of the players that I've really had the chance to know since he was quite great in the game to where he is right now. I'm very, very proud. He's also become a doctor recently. A very, very strong player. Jadon also happened to be the coach. We've actually had lots of sparring games. And so I'm very proud to see that he's playing very, very sensible moves. So G5 has been played. And a very nice move, because now it's not so clear what to do about this knight. And I think all these problems started at this point. The moment this was allowed, the pawn pushed down, and then instead of moving the queen to make it have some room, the bishop was allowed to entomb the knight and the and the rook. Now there's something called entombment. It's actually a tactic in chess where you basically make a piece pretty much tombed, like can't move or trapped in a way. You like basically can't do anything meaningful, can't take use or advantage of its normal dynamics. Like in this situation, you can see the queen and the rook are out of commission. So the rook moves back, and then notice over here, this was the last chance maybe to get some dynamism to the pieces. Yeah, remember, cramped positions, you can play accurately and then you make just one mistake or one inaccuracy, and the punishment is a lot more severe than open positions. That is why it's really very key to get open positions where any inaccuracies aren't as fatal. But unfortunately, you have got very little space and you make an inaccuracy, it turns out to be fatal most of the time. So anyway, so that was the last chance to get some dynamism. And so now when you get to this point, yeah, things are tough, because then now the knight goes there, and what to do? What do you go back here? Do you go back here? If you go back here, guess what happens, guys? Guess what happens? Your queen is gone. So things are very hot. Things are very hot in this position. Very, very hot. You can see the engine suggesting, hey, give away your knight. Yeah, that already tells you how tough things are. So that is that. Let's go to the Howie game. The Howie game, I can see, is almost over. Kaloki, this time, once again, is low on time. Clearly, he needs to work on his time management. In the last game, he also was very low on time. Very, very low on time. And apparently also in Zimbabwe, that was also the case. So clearly, we need to work on time management with him, but definitely a strong player. You can see his rating is almost 2100. And you can see there's a big rating difference between 2069 and 1943. Very strong players. Now, anyway, let's see what happened here. And they're both juniors, actually. So e4, c5, the Sicilian, c3. This is a bit of a troll in a way. It's still a good move, but it's a bit of a troll because they're friends. Takes, d4, knight c6. So I think at this point, started playing seriously. Trading. This is all theory, guys. There's nothing special. Pawn to a5, bishop b5, knight trades, there. And yeah, this pawn is always going to be a weakness. And that is why you might be wondering, hey, but white position looks so much better. How come it's only plus 0.4? Yeah, because of these weaknesses. Plus, you're still in the center. Anytime the rook comes here, you're in problems. Anyway, so pushes there, bishop comes there, rook there. Delayed castling by white. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Might come to cost. Kaloki is very accurate when he's very accurate. I've played him even in blades. Very accurate player. Takes, and rook to d8. The king moves. The pawn moves forward. Knight there. King here. Yeah. Notice how we say this is always going to be a weakness. And if this is a weakness, of course, you know this is a weakness. As Dr. says, sometimes not even the pawn that is backward, it's also the square in front of it. Yeah, so these two squares are a bit weak, and you already have a bishop that's operational along that weakness, plus a rook that is ready to do some interesting things. So it's all zeros, but I can assure you, in a practical situation, you have to be you have to walk on a very, very tight rope. Anyway, so let's continue. Bishop comes to e3. The bishop wants to attack the weak pawn, and so trades happen, and eventually the pawn gets back to black. Anyway, so trade, and so it's a matter of now who will be the first to blink. Very equal position. This is a bit weak, a bit weak, and so is this. Look at these pawn islands. In terms of pawn structure, white has 1. This is a second pawn structure. This 2. This is another island. This 3. And then this is 4. so many weaknesses in white's pawn structure. But remember, in chess, it's usually agreed that it's only a weakness if you can exploit it. And unfortunately, this position, you can exploit it by moving the knight here, move the knight here, then putting pressure on this. Then the rook maybe could come maybe here, check, or somewhere, I don't know. Maybe attacking the rook here, the pawn here, then moving the rook here, and then now taking this pawn. So very, very easy to pile pressure on this pawn or this pawn at the very least. And then later on, try to consolidate pressure on this or this pawn. So let's see. So long term, it's white who's supposed to suffer. But let us see how these two maneuver this position. So, oh, goes for an instant trade. No. when you have the better pawn structure, look, black has very nice pawn structure. When you have very nice pawn structure like this, you want to maintain the pressure on your opponent who has more problems with this pawn structure. And then just keep pushing and prodding and applying pressure until eventually one part of his position crumbles. Then you maximize at that point. So anyway, yeah, so this honestly wasn't the best way to go. Yeah, that wasn't, you can see all the advantage disappears from, yeah, he had to go for that route of attacking the weaknesses or anyway. Whoa, and it's still not taken. If it's not taken now, that's very bad because you're giving black a chance to. Wait, does this move work? Let me just see. No, that doesn't work because the rook can come to attack. No, actually the rook can't come to attack. I'd be so tempted to play this move. Let me see why it doesn't work. If you play here, oh, you just trade rooks. Okay. You just trade rooks. And then now your knight is actually closer to attacking this pawn, and that's problematic. Interesting. Okay, so that wasn't played. Let's see what they play. Oh, a trade. Oh, okay. So here, Kaluki is counting on the fact that, okay, he's got a better pawn structure. He's just going to use the king and the rook to attack one pawn and then win the game. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, so attacking that, if you defend, this other one falls. Yeah. Oh, moving the king. Not in a hurry to even take this. That is class right there, people. That is class. Then moves there. And then finally attacking the pawn. No. Telling the king, hey, move here a little bit fast before I attack this other one. Really bullying the opponent here. He knows he's winning. That's why he's doing that. There was no reason to play that move if you're not sure you're winning. Then takes, and then, okay, if you wanted, you could still have taken the other pawn, right? No, you can't, because you have to stop the king from moving forward. Very, very good. Now, you'll be asking, if here and then here, the king is in time. I was actually thinking this move first. I was actually thinking that move first. But the engine is suggesting, hey, move your king first. Your king is enough to do the job. Let your rook apply pressure on this pawn and also be free to check at convenient points should this rook become ambitious to take this pawn and create your own problems and create problems for white. So very, very interesting. So let's go back to live mode. Oh wow, so much has gone on. So we go here. Actually, we should need to go back a few moves. It was here. So takes up, check, king, rook there, then take. Yeah, so there was a bit of misstep. Black allowed the king to get active, and now this pawn is a bit of a problem. Yeah, so the engine move of just rook up and making sure the king doesn't go anywhere was very wise. And then moving the king. The king was enough to stop any shenanigans on the queen side. So anyway, rook behind. Yeah, rook's always behind past pawns. And now it's very, very, it will be very instructive to see how black defends his position. So he took the pawn, push was made, rook pinned the pawn, and then sacrifice the rook, and then here I think it's game over. So wow. So this game was lost just because of that idea. Guys, this is why you need to focus on the end game. You need to focus on that. So this game was lost just because this idea wasn't found. That is crazy. This idea wasn't found. You just move your rook up. Before you take this pawn, you move the rook up. Then if they push, then you just bring your king. Your king is enough. Now, imagine a situation where, let's say, okay, we said that if this guy ever gets ambitious, we can always check and take this pawn. But before doing that, you can move your king closer. Then, okay, the engine is suggesting here. Okay, let's say the engine moves where? Here. You can always attack the king and take the pawn. And if you trade, remember you're always winning because you have the better pawn structure. So if check and check, you always have the best pawn structure. So actually, don't even take. You even take this rook, and then later on you can think of trading. Yeah, so you'll always have the better pawn structure. So you cannot. So then you're suggesting, hey, you can either take this pawn or just move your king here, and you'll be controlling the key square, the promotion square, and there are no openings into the white position, into the black position, and you're secure. So that position, that move, that idea was missed. Rook f5, and with painful effect, because a won position turned into a losing position. Oh man, this is painful. This is painful. And Kyle is winning. And this is a very interesting thing because he was actually on the back foot there. In the game against Magana, he actually was winning, then ended up getting a draw. And this one he was actually losing and ends up winning. So crazy how that turns out. Now let's see about Magana and Boera Felix. I think they're in the same corporate team. Boera has 7 minutes against Magana's 29. Engine is given a static position of minus 0.3. Minus 0. Okay, so thank you, Kenya, Africa, and the world at large. This is the Kenya National Championship, round 2, 2025. Both genders are fighting for the car, the open section and the ladies section. So far, we've got some players who are on maximum. That is FM Simiu Jadon, the Wonder Boy, the 13-year-old, who is now on 2 for 2, doing really well, won his game. We left it at the juncture, or this juncture, and after the unfortunate trade, it was game over. Too much was going on. Too much was going on. Yeah, too much was going on, and White resigned. Okay, so Daktari is back with us. That's Dr. Victor Ngani, former national champion himself. Yes, 2018.
2018. Yeah.
Very good. Some of you started chess in 2018, so yeah, you should know.
Those are the lucky people who have the resources that were not there quite some time back.
True. Yeah, so this Jordan game was my cake.
Close the
No, don't close the
Sorry, there's a monkey that has guys. A monkey has just come in through the window
and stolen my
and
cake.
stolen the cake, and I'm wondering what else the monkey can steal.
fine, don't
So we are closing the windows now because there's a lot of equipment here. Anyway, so
Oh, no.
this was okay. This could end up being a Catalan. It is a Catalan.
Sure.
Yeah, so these are fairly basic lines. Everyone knows what they do here. And Simiu Jadon has been playing this, I think. Andrew Kayonde, the international master from Zambia, has really worked with Andrew on this particular opening lines. I think reinforces the mid. I'm not sure about the move before, maybe it's theory. I'm not very versed with that particular move. And yeah, there could be something very specific that's being addressed, and certainly placing the bishop on c2, cramping White's position.
True.
Yeah, so what's the idea? How do you get this? Yeah, I would imagine something like rook here, but you know you can't. The idea behind rook there is that you're thinking, let's say, let's just play a random move that maybe you can bring the knight here. I thought this is not possible. Oh yeah, you can't bring the bishop anyway because you lose it.
True.
So this is the idea behind rook to e2 that I would consider. But the engine says just push this guy back, then come back. Have you seen draw?
No, there's not a draw. You just repeat moves twice, then play something else.
Then play something else, okay. But again, if I'm white, I'm really out of opening prep. I'm not sure where my activity is coming from. If I can't kick out this bishop, then I'm not sure whether my position is going to survive.
True.
So let's see what happened in the real game. If e4, okay, so this is still fine. d5, still fine.
No.
Yeah, so why not pin the knight?
Ah, nice. We've got a result from a draw. Nice. Yes. Somewhere around here. Isaac has gone. Or maybe you could take this. You can use mine. Yeah. So that his hands are free to. Yeah. So you just put the side facing. Then yeah, that's very nice. Okay. So, congratulations. That means today you've not left with any single loss. That's nice. Always nice for a first day.
I think today it has been a very lucky day. Yes,
Yeah.
I think both games I was basically dead lost, and thanks to some endgame trickery in both games, I pulled off Houdini.
Good day.
Houdini escaped.
Oh, you are playing Matega. Oh,
Yes.
Matega, you want to? You could maybe just get closer. Okay.
We could just take it from the
Awesome.
start.
So from the start,
let's see.
There's the ultimate button there.
I think. All right. So
Uh-huh.
you see over here, it's
Yes,
all. Now this is the key move, right? This is the modern way to defend against this called Zuckertot. So this is speculative rubbish. I think I should just keep it Queen E2 and C4 as a starting plan. So this is all okay. Right. So we go here. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So now when he plays this, this I made a big mistake. I should not. Once I do a queen exchange like this, the knight over there. I think it's a clear advantage for the tiger. I should have just played king g2. I don't know. Oh wait, you got that. Yeah, it won't work. So yeah, this I think here I've played very badly. He's got a clear edge on the opening. We can just go on. I think I was just dead lost.
Was any of this prep so far?
Let's prep all the 97.
Only up to 97. When you play queen f3, I
Yeah,
wasn't
queen f3
expecting
is a
that.
very bad move.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just dead lost. Basically,
Okay.
if he just shows the basic technique, we can just go to the more critical position. It's all lost, right? So you see, I'm just trying to throw pawns forward, etc. Right?
Wow, minus 3 point.
Yeah.
Oh
so,
man.
Yeah. So this is just gone.
Oh.
It's gone. It's gone. Completely gone.
Wow.
Now, when he came here, I saw this is my only chance. Only chance.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, it's not bad. Minus 1 point. That means
Yeah,
it's survivable.
It's better than 3 points.
Yeah, so I think, so here, now I thought, okay, maybe there's some chance. I just threw this thing forward.
The
So
idea
it
being,
looks like I'm not yet lost.
the idea being, if the pawn takes,
Yes, then you see, I'm going to regain it. Right?
yeah, those 2 pawns become
Yes.
dangerous. Nice.
Okay, so what he did do, so you see, it's almost, it's actually not lost. So this was my only plan. So
Okay.
it works. So he decides to take this. Bishop takes d5 now, and now I just saw the thing to the end at this point, right? Because now what can happen is even this shows minus 1.5. Like, okay, so I played king e3, f4, king d2, king d4, right? Now I just push the pawn, right? He takes that. I simply take that. When he takes this, so it's a good thing I managed to calculate all this. Now you see it's drawn because
Yeah.
the knight is going to self-sack for this pawn and,
And
the
then,
wrong
yeah, it's the
wrong color square. Yeah.
Wow.
So-
Wow.
So that's it. That's saved
At
me
any
the
point,
day.
do you feel you could have played something different? At any point, because Meul moved pretty fast. Because
I think,
his story is quite short.
Around here, it's just definitely dead lost, right?
At any point here, do you think?
Definitely. A5. Maybe you shouldn't have given the check.
Going,
Maybe you should not have given the check. See, this is my only play in this position. Because this knight is so strong, it's the only thing.
that's what-
Stop holding back all the pawns. It's just lost. I think if you play
Yeah,
anything,
perhaps this, exactly this.
anything.
Just to hold the
Just
position.
you play anything, you're just winning.
If you take this, I just come back here.
It's yeah.
I can play this first,
It's lost.
and then I'll bring
Obviously,
the check.
it's just completely lost. I think you felt it was in the bag, but I think after this was my only hope. And then you see, now I've got survival.
So here, I thought if I check with the bishop, the pawns I won't be able to stop the pawns. It's
Yeah.
knight takes, I take.
Well, there's different
then
things I can do. No, well, I wouldn't take the
I think
knight,
this-
right? No,
Well,
let's
you have
just-
taken the bishop.
no. Check. If you come back, I don't know. How do you go back? I don't know.
To what point?
No.
Okay, yeah,
this is
bishop
the
takes.
position.
Bishop takes d5. No, you have to push. This is mandatory. You have to push it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen.
Oh, no, it's back. It's back.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, this
Oh, it has gone to different. Sorry, the screen sometimes does that.
Okay.
So we go. It was moved 30 something,
I
right?
think we were somewhere here.
Somewhere.
Before now, no, instead of bishop takes on d5, so c5.
All right.
I
So
take
bishop
the bishop.
bishop takes d5. I think you.
b7.
Well, I don't know. Wait, just knight g5. But I think b7 is maybe forced.
Okay.
All right, then what do you do?
Okay.
I think it's maybe still technically won, but I believe now I've got some chances,
what does-
practical chances to hold now.
Do I lose a piece? Do I have to give up the bishop here?
I don't know. Man.
I think I have to.
So say you protect this, for example.
So, for instance, the
You can
engine is
pick
saying
and
move
then
there.
promote.
Where?
You pick this and then you promote.
I pick what?
If I push this, I
Yeah.
think you can just take this
Uh-huh.
and then you promote.
No, no,
there's
the rook ending will be lost, right? So
There's a
I would have to,
counter-promotion.
I have to continue.
Go figure.
I have to continue with that. I don't know. Maybe it's
Okay, so
lost.
maybe not taking because
No, wait.
Pawn.
Maybe this is wrong. How do I go back?
You just go
Yeah.
back one move.
All right. Okay, so let's see. See here. So we do that. I think this is the way to play it. The rook has to become active. I think I can draw this.
Interesting.
Because you see, I can always queen, because this will be hanging at the end.
Yes, and the engine agrees, says all zeros.
Yeah.
So very interesting game. We had a session where you were super winning. One, should we say rushed move? Or
I think knight d3,
Yeah.
it looked like completely crushing. It's my only chance.
yeah, one rush move, and
So I've
he
been
had some chances.
very lucky. I think in both, even in the morning game, I pulled off some tricks. In the end game,
93.
And then luckily, the pawn that ended up lonesome was a rook pawn in the wrong.
And he had the exact number of tempi.
Exactly.
required to-
yeah.
Just one more tempo and I would have
Yeah.
just one.
So very, very,
Made it to the square.
very
Yeah, as I
interesting.
see, they're saying I'm Houdini. I agree, man.
Today.
Today I'm a Houdini.
Yeah, that's for sure. Anyway,
Okay.
thank you so much, Lenny Mataiga. Very strong player.
Yeah.
Mr. Mehul,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
So hopefully, I
three-time national
think
champion.
maybe the saves will now. I can only play better now.
We look forward to your. Will,
Yeah.
will you post a fight today?
No. I
Okay.
don't think so. I have actually generally. Last year I did not quit the forum, but all the other times I did, I've quit the forum. So I think that's the way I played the national chair. I'll come back
I think
later.
with,
Nice.
with Bilbao system, it punishes draws.
Yes,
That
because
means Mehul has 2 points. Which means by missing away, I'm missing 2 points.
true,
So
true,
that's,
quite painful.
yeah, that's quite a big setback.
But it's a jump back from the first round.
Though I think the Bilbao maybe applies to those gunning for the car. I mean, if you're looking for Olympiad spots, then
This is the system.
just do it pole.
For sure, for sure. Otherwise, pleasure. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know how did it go in the other boards. Like, I
other
saw
boards-
Jadon completely crushed.
Yeah.
Ryan, he did some very funny things in the opening. Very funny
Yeah,
things.
so here, I think the only surprise here was.
I think if you come,
the only
so
surprise.
that's okay. I think here, you see, this is once you go Queen C1 and it
Yes.
goes B4.
yeah.
This is actually not such a good move. Huh? I
Yeah, it's
think
not such a good move.
it's not.
But if you don't know how to handle it, you
No, you have
suffer.
to immediately play
No,
this.
actually, this happens. And that's
No,
now.
no. You see, this knight, you now start putting pressure on this pawn. So first you vacate that square. This is Kramnik has shown this. I think he's the one who's pointed this,
Well,
all
then
these
maybe you
things
should
out.
share your opening prep because
Yeah, this is
this
actually
was
not.
missed and this was played.
No, this is the wrong square. This is the wrong
And
square.
Brian is right here, actually. Brian is right here.
Yeah, it's the wrong. You just vacate this square. This is actually a positional trap discovered by Kramnik. B3. So you just vacate this and you put the pressure on this pawn.
I think
Yeah.
guys should understand the level of opening preparation
Yeah.
that's required. The middle game is
Yeah. So then it's
Right.
okay for
Go
white.
figure. You had to somehow find Kramnik's notebook.
Yeah, you see this knight here will come here. You'll neutralize this, and then this guy is a weakness.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, so instead what happened is that
Yeah, I saw he played knight c3. I said, what is that, man?
nice 3, which unfortunately,
But,
which
no, I don't
unfortunately
know what.
entombs these 2 pieces.
But now I think you have to play like 2700 to survive.
It's not so hard.
This is tough.
Come on, but you can't say that.
No, the thing is, if
Brian-
you look at Jadon's
Brian-
games,
But
You did well. Not
No, you know, once you give Jaden this kind of grip, he's very good.
After A6, I didn't want to go for the main line with A4.
Yeah.
I didn't want the main line with
Look
A4,
at the
then I did
evaluation.
bishop G5.
Look at this evaluation,
Yeah,
Brian.
Yes.
E4.
Look at this evaluation. You
Yeah.
played the correct move.
They played D3.
He played D3.
Yeah.
But this is very
But
different.
afterwards, they played the E4.
The reason you can't play, you can't. This is not lost because of the bishop.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Ah, the rook there.
Yeah, the bishop. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Because that's a 10-3 is your pieces.
Yeah.
But I managed to play E4, but then...
Your game is over. Oh, he won. So we need to interview Daktari. He's here. Oh, congratulations.
Okay.
Tomorrow, another day. Awesome.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so Makligel, current national champion, man. Hey, all the way from Europe.
Suffering.
You've brought us Elos all the This part really enjoyed. So the first game, I think you lost on time. What happened?
Yeah. So it's actually some interesting. I don't know if you can go back to
Yeah,
the game.
you can go back. Where is you just
So
click back there.
there's this because his bishop is on h2. I was calculating. Yeah.
Where is it? Here we go.
Yeah. So it's just towards the end, like it's a dead draw, and I was just calculating king f3, and I thought I had more time than I did, but just this is just a dead draw. There's nothing you can do.
Well, turns out there is something you can do.
No, this is a draw. Like king h1. If he tries anything,
It's a stalemate.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
stalemate.
for sure. For sure. But apparently there was oh yes. Oh, but it's a draw because the bishop is in the wrong place.
Yeah,
Yes.
And there was like
Oh,
a
yes.
threefold repetition
Yes,
earlier
yes,
with
yes,
his
yes.
king on f4 that I missed.
I thought
as
we
well.
mentioned was the situation where the bishop was here because when we interviewed him,
Yeah.
we were showing him that hey, if this bishop you get it here and your king either on e3 or c3,
Yeah.
and then the bishop here with white stand to play,
Yeah.
sorry, with black to play, you can
Yeah,
move
this
here.
is winning.
Yeah. But anyway,
Anyway,
lost on time and make sure that doesn't happen again.
yeah. No, I mean it's similar thing almost happened in the game right now.
Oh, the time management or
Time
what's that?
management is terrible, just off form.
Why is that? You're experienced in tournaments, so why should this
no,
be a
but
mixed situation?
I just came back from exam, so
Oh, I get it.
yeah.
Awesome. So take us through the game. Your thoughts, maybe
From the opening or
critical points.
yeah. Okay. So
Kyle, you've won game, so don't go too far. Yeah, don't go too far.
e3, d6,
Uh-huh.
f5. I mean, okay, d4 probably is like more critical, and then I thought like bishop e7, and if he takes, this endgame is not too bad for black.
Maybe we could do it from the side because
Yeah. Sorry,
so that
yeah.
guys can watch.
Yeah, so instead he played b4, which I don't think is very good. So knight f6. I think he went bishop e2, bishop e7. Knight f3, e4, and c5. So I mean I wasn't too. I thought like I should be slightly better here, but I think I misplayed it. So castles, d3. Maybe I should play something like bishop e6. But instead, okay, takes. I don't think any of this is particularly critical.
Wow, you remember the entire game.
Yeah.
Respect,
So okay,
man.
so he okay, so he took with the pawn, so he's trying to win e4. But if he goes knight takes, then I thought this would be at least rook b1, like interesting. I have queen g6, f4 ideas.
True.
So instead he went for this, like trying to win a pawn. Sorry. Yeah. So this trying to win a pawn, but like bishop f6.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, intermezzo. Takes. So after takes and takes, I actually missed this move, queen b3.
Oh,
But
and then,
apparently it's not that good. I thought you would like take on e2 with the queen, and then like I take on c6. Like position is fine.
nice.
But yeah, rook f7, takes. Yeah, of course, I think slightly better. Engine thinks much better. Rook b8, I think. Oh, apparently it's fine. So I did not like this pin after rook b1. But
Nice. So
apparently
did any
it's okay.
move after this point surprise you?
Not really.
Okay. So at what point did you get the lead? At what point?
Yeah, okay, that was much later on.
Okay.
Takes, fe, bishop e3, yeah, d5. So it's important, like you can't take on a7 because of queen a5 check.
True.
So castles, yeah, rook c8, I think was fine. Knight d4, bishop a6. So I thought like if he plays rook d1, the position is just equal.
Nice.
I don't think black really has much to play for. After rook c1, he kind of allows bishop c4 maybe is more accurate, but like rook c4, and like it's not so easy to find a solution for white. I thought queen d1 maybe, but then yeah, after this was just a blunder, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, and, I think this is like difficult to play practically.
yeah.
I can't play queen.
Queen?
Yeah, queen where? No, queen b8. So it's this I thought was a blunder because yeah, bishop c8.
And you still have problems.
Yeah, so this is attacked. This is attacked.
And,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. That's interesting. Martin was the opponent actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, you went for this, but I think that okay, technically this should just be lost. Yeah, I think. From,
Oh,
yeah,
after that, yeah.
Yeah. Just rook f8. Yeah, like not allowing any counterplay. And I think I went queen.
So it was just a matter of technique, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
But there was a point where I thought he could. Maybe I was just hallucinating, but after queen, bishop, I thought it would be rook c1. I thought it would be interesting to try go for something like this. Yeah, I mean, if I take check. In the game, he went rook e8.
Sorry, this happened.
No, yeah, bishop d3, and then he went like rook e8.
And the evolution says it's minus 2%.
Yeah. So I mean, I thought, okay, maybe,
Okay.
yeah. After, sorry, he could like try this. 5. I thought this check, king h8, and rook c1. It should be winning, but
Maybe they said
maybe not as easy as the game. So like bishop b1, takes, and then there was this idea that I thought was like the king is just safe. Yeah, queen b7, king here,
and then finally,
check, and then after king h6, there's nothing you can do. Like I'm threatening queen b2, queen a1.
okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. I'm very impressed that you remember this entire game. Not even looking at the blurb over here. Very interesting. Definitely the levels of chess in Kenya are really flying high. Current national champion, playing the former national champion. Though Martin today had a bit of fender bender coming to the tournament, so maybe that affected his games today. He's been a bit, not in top shape, but definitely quite strong play, Robert. Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you for sharing your games with us.
Thanks.
Awesome. So Kyle, Daktari, you want to take over for this one? Or
Take over the guys. Bella, please don't go away. Cassidy.
Cassidy?
President Bella, please. Please come.
No, you must stop the
That's the
nation.
reason why you come here. First of all, congratulations, ladies. You won what your games? Congratulations. Do you want to? Cassie, do you want to say something?
But just stay fast.
Let me see this point here.
No, you can wait. You can wait for the dance to about the ball already. So maybe
Point out.
This happened? This happened?
I'm trying to understand why I'm plus 2.7.
Oh, this happened? It did. This is a game.
But Martin didn't play queen d6.
Okay, so queen b6.
You're attacking the bishop.
How is it winning? Drawing.
Okay, so no, after
Robert, what was happening here?
sorry,
I don't understand why I'm plus 2.7.
Queen f6, queen d6. Let's see. You're attacking the bishop. What's the solution?
Yeah, but you see the evolution goes back to
Yeah, the engine is a bit off. Okay.
c4.
Like what's happening here? Just random move like this. What's the idea? Oh, there's this guy.
Wow.
There's this guy. Is it this?
Yeah.
It's that guy. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. Yeah, chess is hard,
Find
man.
a way to swindle something.
There's something actually in this instruction here.
Oh.
Queen d6, which threatens, and the bishop can't escape and you're attacking the pawn.
To prevent the check.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So,
Thank you, Dr. Harry. I missed
no,
that.
no. I just say engine. That's suggesting.
Oh, this is
The engine
suggesting.
suggesting. Yeah. Okay, so like the natural move is just to defend this pawn, but then now suddenly this happens.
That's just
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And if you're thinking you're gonna play here, then there's this move, guys.
Someone you were supposed to be.
And yeah. Okay, so a couple of games. The ladies have gone, so we'll probably look at Kyle Kuka. Kyle, congratulations on winning the game.
How is also
Howie, do you wanna comment? Yeah, fair enough. So again, these are I need to tell you guys we've bet with Ian. I chose you and Jadon best to win, and so still can happen. And I'm counting on you guys. I couldn't choose between the three of you. Sorry, guys. My apologies. Hello, Malim. Hello, Malim.
okay, I prepped this line. I think out of the opening, at least I was more comfortable.
okay, yeah. I didn't even expect this.
Yeah.
May I ask this question? Is this part of opening preparation? This one.
Yeah, it is.
This is opening.
Yeah.
And both of you are aware of this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So
Actually, you're not alone.
yeah, we can. I thought it was, but I knew you mean you have to know because back in the day you are not allowed to not castle, give out your queen like that. But the idea is that are you getting a pawn for it or it's?
Yeah, he has a pawn, but he has compensation.
No.
Okay, Kyle has beaten a lot of people in this line.
Oh, has been a lot of guys in this line. Guys know that he plays this.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't even like even before I when played Bishop before I didn't want to. You know, I knew you'd have prepped this line and I didn't. I knew I hadn't prepped it well enough, so I didn't even want to play this if I wanted to play like Bishop to 2.
Oh.
Don't know, but yeah, just
Yeah, I don't think Bishop. Is Bishop D2 Wait.
yeah.
Is this still prep, Howie?
After Bishop D2, I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Why G6? But actually, it's kind of like a recommended move.
yeah. Okay, I want to put like pressure on
No, so I think that is a solid move again. Solid move.
No, wait, Howie. Instead of king f8, why not like rook h4 direct?
To get the king is fine.
So like rook c2 and maybe c6.
And king takes is actually very bad, and this position is kind of drawish. It's yeah, like what can how can, and we looked at this a little bit. The only thing is that if you try to play h5, then again you're losing. They need to bring your king in much faster. It's a bit tricky as well.
Yeah. Very interesting.
So it is lost draws.
So here, I'm not sure whether.
Yeah, I think it's
This is lost now. And I think f5 was probably not ideal because the rest is easy.
yeah, everything just falls.
Okay. All the best. Congratulations, guys. Yeah, how it must feel very bad, man.
Yeah,
Chess is brutal, doesn't
was winning.
yeah, it was winning completely.
All right. All the best, guys. Looking forward. See you next time tomorrow.
And Howie, I meant solid move for you, not solid for him. That's why. Like that move that you were laughing at. Which one was it?
It was somewhere.
Was it here?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it was taken before here. Yeah, so say this move is the solid for
Look
you.
at 4.
Like, because actually, in the stream, if you're watching, I was actually suggesting you just move here. Oh, it's funny how when I say that, the engine is saying, we move here.
Yeah.
But then, when you play this, actually even said in the stream that you're toying with him. Because you know, after he comes to defend, which he did, you just come here and touch him. You just toyed with him because it was lost.
Because like if you go here first, you have c4, and if you go here king, there's no c4.
Yeah, then I just come.
Yeah, so it was still very solid for you. For you, unfortunately, you had too many pawn islands. Look, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Like eventually it was just doomed for you, but somehow Houdini your way, and and here you are. Otherwise, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
It's fresh from the Child Chess Center. With clearly they learn magic there. So how we will see it tomorrow. Looking forward to more strong play. And it's very exciting. Congratulations. Have a safe journey.
Thank you, guys. So that's been Kyle and Howie. Chess is unforgiving. Yeah, one bad move and the game doesn't really work out. Yeah.
Sure, sure.
So
So now, who has won? Not nobody yet. Hi. This is very impressive. But I forgot to ask you a very key question. How do you guys feel being under 18 playing for the adult or open national championship?
It's about time we get representation.
I like that. What about for you, Kyle? What do you have to say? Do you imagine a situation where at one point it's called the Open National Championship, but there's no difference between the Junior National Championship and the Open Championship? Do you see that happening anytime soon? Nice. And paving the way was 18-year-old current or 19-year-old national champion. Yes?
all right.
It is old. So that was not meant as slight.
Okay. Ian, we probably want to look at a couple of games.
Sure. Robert,
Sorry, guys.
that wasn't meant as slight,
Sorry,
yeah?
guys, for the sake of the audience, for the sake of the audience, guys, we probably want to just tone it down a little bit. We look at a couple of games.
Oh, sure.
There's a live stream going on, and we'll probably that was Howie versus Kyle Cooker.
Yes.
Then we have this game that's running. This is Boera Felix versus Ben Magana.
Oh, and Bagana has no time.
Magana has no time. That is standard, but there's
That is
that is standard. That is Magana's modus operandi. Yeah, so let's see how this has gone so far. I'm sure you've looked at it up to here.
I hope somebody clipped that.
Yeah, but again, don't be fooled. Magana without time can still play like amazing chess. So this exchange Queen's Gambit decline kind of thing. Again, guys know their theory quite a bit. So here there's nothing really dramatic to talk about. And yeah, but the boy is spending so much time. I'm not sure why. And now he can double on the on this file. Okay, just takes the bishop, which I'm not sure is a good move. And is this the position? I'm not sure. This looks like the position. I'm not perfectly certain, but it's also equal.
But with no time for Magana.
With no time for Magana, so we'll see how that goes. Then Shile versus Mehuli, we've looked at that one. Makligeo versus Joroge, we've looked at that one. Madelta versus Jumba. Madelta wins a game. And let's see how that went. It was sort of a Benoni-like structure. And b5 was not played. Normally in this Benoni, what you want to do at some point is to play a move like b5. And normally when it's taken, surprise, a6 follows. The idea is that there's a lot of play for black on the queen side, but that's not done. They played a fairly modest version of it. The structure remains similar, and yeah, so b5 really ought to have been played. That's really is now played. It's the main sort of counterplay for white. So I'm even surprised that this game turned around and Jumba lost. I'm not sure what happened. Must have been a tactical blunder, because in this position already you can see that white's pieces are better coordinated. White has more space on literally the center and the king side. Only the queen side has black half space, but his pieces and those pieces are not feeling happy. So I'm not sure what. Oh, they hang a. No, it's defended all right, so not an issue. And then. Yeah, I think this is going the wrong direction. I'm not sure why you'd bring this knight back to d3, maybe to attack that pawn, but that pawn really is not worth all that. So really giving out that, yeah, that wasn't an ideal move, if you may ask me, because then you lose your nice central pawn. Yeah, and there are many chances really. There are many chances really for white to do a number of things. For example, here, sorry guys, we are not this. If you take this knight, then you must take with the knight back, and if you do that, then the rook is falling. So this is already a tactical blunder here that Madelta made, but Jumba maybe was not alert. alive to it. So this is and if you take back with the queen, then the knight is falling, and that's even worse because it's a fork as well. And yeah, this is pretty unpleasant. Maybe take with the knight so that this doesn't cause anything. But I can still attack the queen first. So really, this is a pretty unpleasant situation here. This was a tactical blunder that sort of Madelta got away with. There's a glitch on. There must be a glitch on Lichess. That's what's going on because it's happened both sides. And yeah, so what eventually happened after this is, yeah, that bishop is sort of pinned. Very weak squares. On the king side, a very weak king. A checkmate is being threatened through a couple of moves. That sacrifice doesn't really work because after this check, there's a checkmate threat. And once the king is able to hide, I think this is over almost. Yeah. Then the rook comes behind, deflecting, taking the queen. And there is really nothing to do to stop this particular checkmate. So that's well played. Cassidy has beaten Joyce Nyaruai. Wow, this is quite the upset. Okay, but these girls, again, my choice, if you remember, I said, because I had a chance to train these ladies when they were going to work with these ladies a little bit. They train themselves, of course, largely with some of the coaches. And Joyce Nyaruai is, I think, the strongest player in one of the strongest lady chess players in Africa for a long time, definitely in Kenya and East Africa. She is extremely strong. Her rating is has been going up and up. But then she was meeting Elizabeth Cassidy, who's at another level. And Cassidy had planned this knight move, and this is a very tricky line. You really have to play. Yeah, this is a line I played in the Olympiad actually. Here you must take with the pawn. No, that doesn't work. You have to take here with the pawn. Okay, and when this is played, then you play queen to d4. And after this is picked, played here, I actually got a winning position out of this, though I was seeing it for the first time. I figured out most of these moves during the game. So okay, yeah, but at least audio is showing. So this is you really need to work on your opening, guys. I don't know how to explain this. I can't say it any better, but this is something you really have to work on. There's no way you're gonna know that this is a line. You know this is going to be played. You pick with the pawn. It looks like you can't pick with the pawn, by the way, because every other tactic seems to be working, but you must pick with the pawn, guys. This is just something you have to know. If you don't know it, you're in a lot of trouble, in a world of pain. So here already the situation is quite unpleasant. Picks, castles, and yeah, I think still Joyce got a decent position. Elizabeth didn't play the most accurately, but I'm not sure how she ended up with a winning advantage in this
F5
position.
was played at some point.
Let's see. So queen takes.
Then bishop takes.
Okay. So far so good.
And then now they move.
Oh, that looks dangerous.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that doesn't make sense. That should be played.
And
Bishop is
then
attacked.
now this is the next move that also hurt, which we'll see the next move after that. So after check, guess where the king went?
But the king has to move there. Then knight sacrifice, right?
Guess where the king went?
Oh, no, he didn't go to f8.
F7.
Oh, dear.
And you see, the challenge is that move, rook. So that's the move that was missed by
Joyce, eh?
Yeah.
And just like that.
Because you see, she thought that there's the bishop that will come. And funny thing, we talked about this in the stream. before it happened, because there's the knight takes and then a whole world of hurt afterwards.
Look at that move. Wow. Pinning the queen is attacked, but you can't take because it's pinned. And I think now you have a discovery. And bishop blocks. Knight comes, check. You win this bishop. The king
And
is
the game.
exposed. And this is really just a world of pain.
Yes.
Yeah, this is over. And you can't pick it. Because if you pick it, it's checkmate in 2 moves. Whichever way you pick. Either you pick with the queen. This is check. And when you play here. And this is what happened in the game. Yeah, wow. This is well played. Well played. Let's look at Kaluki Zuri versus Kimani Wanjiru. And Zuri, of course, is one of the stronger players. A WIM norm already in the bag. Under conditional FM, WFM. So she has an exchange, she's an exchange up, and there's no pawn as compensation. Time situation is 1 minute each. I think I'm betting on Zuri to sort of convert this. The idea is very simple. There are many ideas, but one of those is perhaps just to trade to a better king and pawn ending. If that can be forced, then that is indeed what should happen. We'll see how that progresses. Bella has beaten Mutisia Julie, so both literally the old guard Mutisia Julie, not old him, Julie is very young, but compared to the 13-year-olds, 13-year-olds, so Julie is in, the new kids in the block have been Julie and Joyce and Sasha. But now they're playing against 12, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds.
So now they're there.
Yeah, so literally, chess is brutal, man. Within a very short time, so this becomes a London system, and Bella is playing. This is the line I recommend. This move, Bella. This is a move you want to play here against a London. Yeah, because this is one of the ideas, but still solid play and very disciplined chess that's being played here. Castles. This is not taking on the structure of the Cole. Is that a move?
Yeah, I also say that in the stream. Yeah, because the queen is already on e7.
E7, yeah. So this loses a piece, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So best is you have to take here.
Okay, not a piece, but it makes the move pointless. It makes queen.
But the bishop is there, you can pick on x7.
No, it doesn't work because the queen goes to g7.
Yeah. So. Oh, so Bran is suggesting that here you can take. No, you can't take on
Take back.
You can't take because your queen is hanging.
Take back. You're saying there, which move? Queen x7 is not bad. It's not
Queen what?
good.
Which move?
You're saying queen?
Which move are you suggesting for white? Here? This
The
doesn't
bishop,
Bran.
the bishop. Start with the bishop.
Okay, bishop takes. We take this or you take this one. Okay, let's see what happens here.
Knight takes.
Yeah, knight takes. Okay.
You take, the queen takes.
So 2 pieces for a rook.
You take the rook.
Generally a favorable exchange for black, though there's an extra pawn for it. Actually extra 2 pawns, but 2 pieces for the rook is not ideal. But also there is this move in between. Sorry, bishop takes. There's this. This doesn't work, does it? Yeah, it seems to work fine.
Yeah, it works fine because the bishop can always move back.
You play the bishop.
Which move?
It works. Bishop, it works.
The bishop moves back, so it's fine.
Yeah, so all right, well played, Bella. So let's see how this went. Yeah, so this takes, queen back. Yeah, trading off one weakness. Oh, this is not a move that I'd recommend. Like, this is your weak point. This pawn is weak. When you play f5, this becomes a backward pawn on a weak square, on an open file. So really, from here now, Julie should not lose this game.
Actually, in the stream prior to that, I thought it was also a bit erroneous. Maybe she was doing that because she wants to play c5. But then what Brian is saying, that's what happened. She ended up putting the knight, as you can see. That was the idea. So she was going to fix her weakness by plugging her weakness.
Yeah, so maybe remembering to take this. Here now there's a blunder because you're going to have. Oh no, this you probably should take here. After they take, I think you can take here. Because even if you take with the queen, now your weakness has been well covered. Although you have a bad bishop, so it's kind of tricky. You may have to play a move like this. How to activate this bishop? If you activate it, you're good. Pawn structure, this isolated pawn, it can be a little bit tricky. And maybe
But if you play that, the rook just goes to move switches over.
what is that?
The rook switches to h3.
Here? But there's nothing. What are they going to do there?
I'm landing on x6.
You're landing what?
I'm going to x6.
Let me just play some funny moves. I'll play here,
Okay, go.
then I go back. So okay, what's your plan?
Go.
Sorry?
Pawn start going at h4.
H4? Okay, let's now play something active. You know you've given you 2 free moves?
Okay, move back.
Where? Here?
Goes up.
You're not
C2.
blocking your rook? No, you can't go to c2, you're losing a pawn.
Which one?
This one.
Which one?
This one. There's a b2 pawn hanging.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Alright?
No, b2 pawn is okay.
b2 pawn is fine?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, let me take it. Now, be careful, I'm bringing my bishop here.
It's all right. Just push the pawn.
Okay.
Not that one. The
Which
other
one? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, push it.
Okay, let me attack. Attack here. But I could have taken here.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Because your king is moving to h8.
Yeah, so what do you do? What did you want to do
okay,
here?
take back. You protect. Okay, I think bishop c2 is not good.
Yeah.
Bishop c2 is not good.
Yeah. So bishop c2 you lose. So I've seen your plan actually.
So
Brian.
why don't you push when you push?
It's a decent
Why don't you
disconnected
push
from
b3 first before pushing that pawn? Play b3.
B3, yeah. B3 first.
B3 first.
Okay, then.
And then start pushing the pawn now. Play h4.
Okay, let's play here. So H4. We are putting pressure. So H4. Okay. I'll just follow the engine now because you already gave it 2 free moves. So we'll try and see what happens.
Push.
You can't push, Bran, because I take this guy.
Oh, there's the queen has gone there protected.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to defend that pawn first. Maybe here. I thought I'd bring my bishop this side.
The bishop is going back to guard that square.
Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to do, but maybe it's not good enough. Now you have my attack works.
No, don't push fast.
But if now that's what you're planning, I can bring my bishop here anyway. And that
play the king. Why do you play the king up?
if you play this, I have no issue.
No, before playing that, you play the king to f2.
F2? F2.
Yeah.
All right. Let's attack your queen. Are you taking on
Capture.
Capture. Okay. Let's bring a rook in.
Bring the bishop to c4.
Bishop to c4. Let's double our rooks. That's what I want to do. But there's a pawn hanging here, Brian. You want to give up this pawn? This is a pawn. It's not this one. Not that one, sorry. This one.
Why is it hanging?
Because I'm going to take it.
If you play... No, I prefer you play G3.
G3, okay. In G3. Let's play here, Brian. No, I can't play that. Okay, fine. Alright, it's not hanging. But I can bring the other rook in.
Okay, bring the other rook down.
Where? Here? Here.
Oh, you have a check. Yeah. Oh, you have a check, yeah.
Where do you want to go?
You have a check, yeah?
I have many checks.
It's bad.
Yeah, because your king is very open. So again, one of the ways to attack...
It's bad.
To go against a flank opening is to play in the center. So anyway...
It's bad.
Very, very nice professional play.
Wow, it's very bad.
It's very possible that actually things happened a little bit... What happened there?
I'm also wondering.
Okay, so this, that.
It was some sort of tactic.
have seen the idea. So this,
So that you get
you
a
take
fork.
this, and then this fork happens. Okay. Take the rook of your choice, threatening checkmate. No, it's not check. It's a checkmate actually. Checkmate, right?
And then the rook just comes there.
Queen goes back.
Then now you take.
Take this one first. Check.
Ooh, look at that ballsy move.
Oh, it was forced, man. Was it? If you play here.
Oh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. And
That's how
that's,
it ended. That's how it ended.
and that's how Julie lost, actually. Ho, ho, ho. Let's go back. Let's go back.
That's how it ended. Actually, I saw the last part of the game.
What? This is ridiculous.
Wait a second. Uh-huh.
But now she just wanna. Yeah. This is terrible. Okay, so really must not feel good about that one. Then Sasha has won against Karanja Ether. And I think this is the last game of the day. No, there's still one going on.
Magana's over.
Magana's I think is going on actually. I'll have a look at it just now. Yeah, but this looks like no, what happened here? There's no center for. What happened? This was an opening disaster, guys. No, it was, right? It was an opening disaster. I'm just asking.
Yeah, we might not use those exact words.
Ian, man, you like laughing at. Okay, those are like descriptive terms. Man.
Sure.
Yeah, so
It has been used before. Disaster in the opening.
it's a disaster. That's like the correct term.
Yeah, so that was the mistake. Is that move that hasn't been played?
Yeah, and at this level,
That move.
yeah, no, this is terrible. So one pawn is gone.
Yeah, then once that pawn was that, all she did was just relax, play good moves, and she just won. As simple as that.
Now the pawn is attacked 3 times.
Yeah,
You can't
that-
defend it 3 times
Yes.
without undeveloping.
Yeah, then she just made correct trades.
Again,
Like this was just a
second
conversion
pawn,
thing from that
takes
first
the
pawn.
bishop. Okay,
Then
it's even
trades
better.
also.
Wow.
So it was just
Bishop out of the way. E4. This was reasonable from a long time ago.
yeah. The moment that free pawn was taken with no compensation, it was
This is just
Look at the
philosophy.
rook.
Tripling.
Alec in
This
the
is
gun.
this no now Alec in guns reversed. Like the 2 rooks should be in
Truth
front.
and then the queen behind.
Yeah, but this is an unnecessary flex. No, this is not.
you must win your car convincingly.
You must win. Convincingly. Look at that.
Look at those poses.
Look,
Yeah,
I
those
mean,
pawns.
you can't queen in the opening, guys. This is not allowed.
They are matching.
Oh, it's a middle game, alright, fine. But,
But you can't queen in the opening.
But she didn't give up after this, yeah? Oh, she gave up
Yeah, this is-
Then
finally.
you have to give up the ghost after that.
yeah, this one.
Because the knight is almost trapped.
It's only that the pawn moves up and then the rook starts exchanging.
Yeah, this is bad. Sorry, Ether. Sorry, it's just for fun. Don't worry. All these old men are saying. You're all very old. Ian is a young one here, and he's not very young either.
Oh, bye.
He's a coach as well. So, last game, guys. Last game that's going on.
Yeah, so this is the Bagana game.
Magana is winning. How did that happen?
And with more time also. How is that
This
happening?
was completely drawn. Then
Oh, Magana has recovered on time.
yeah.
I'm also with what?
Let's see. So, what
We
happened?
left it at the point where the knight had gone to b2.
Yeah, knight had gone to b2. So this we'd seen all this. Oh, what happened there? Okay, so it's this moves like bishop to e2 that really. Oh, you want to bring the knight out to that square. Oh, incidentally, look for activity for your pieces. If you sacrifice this pawn, what happens? Takes, takes, and you take back. So it's not really a sacrifice. Okay, and actually now white is better. So significantly better. So actually that pawn was not. So watch out for these pawn breaks, guys. Don't miss these pawn breaks. So instead, this move, which wants to open for the knight, but that sort of misses a bit of a point. Okay. And Magana doesn't miss this kinds of moves. Counterplay galore. Oh, now there's a again the idea here was to open for this bishop to attack that rook, and there's a pawn hanging very deep. Okay, can, I think, takes, attack that bishop, takes. Oh, this was probably not was played. Interesting.
Look at that move.
Opposite colored bishops.
And it's zeros.
Yeah, triple zeros. So this.
Magana is really pushing.
That's what he does. That's what he does. Typical Magnum. Now that queen is out of play. Oh, was that sacrifice played?
No, it wasn't. To be nice, yeah?
Yeah. Now there's a pass on d4. Still lots of pushing, but doesn't seem to be sufficient. I'm not sure why.
Black queen is in.
What happened here?
Has it, the white queen, has it been trapped?
No.
So this is where a mistake happened. Oh, look at that.
Hasn't been trapped.
Look
Yep.
at that move.
Yeah. Oh.
It
Wow.
was missed.
Just-
Magana didn't play it. So you think you play here.
Oh, yeah, because
If you take, I take back attacking your piece. It's like a fork. So that
nice.
was,
Nice.
takes queen back. Now that bishop is out of play, which is not a good move.
But it's out of play at a very annoying
Yeah, but
square.
It's not going to annoy anybody, that one. Now look at this. I think that's a blunder now. And I don't think Magana missed. Oh, he missed it. What am I, like this? What am I missing? What are we missing, guys? I'm not sure. Because if this is played, then are we not just playing here? It's like a fork. I don't understand. Okay. But maybe the time situation here is 50 seconds for Magana. He's playing on fumes. Okay. Takes. Sorry, pins the. No.
No, the rook is goes to f1. You went there.
What's going on?
Fumes.
Okay, I was trying to think.
It has been a long day.
Must be a long day.
Must have been a very long day.
Oh, so it must be very painful. Oh, there. Oh my goodness, that's where the problem occurred. And this sacrifice could have happened. No, Magana played it. No, he didn't. So the sacrifice, guys, was to take here.
And play.
Take here.
And then play f5.
No, sorry, not there. Play all the way back. Are you playing f5 really?
Yeah.
Or you play f5 as well?
And then you're winning.
Where does the king go? You can't go
Nowhere, because you get checked over and over and over until finally. The engine is suggesting push that first, okay?
Yes, so that the king doesn't come to defend this other one.
Yeah, and then now keep checking. Oh, wow, the engine is still saying push, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but now surely the next plan is to check.
So
Sure.
where can black play? White play?
Nowhere.
Just resign.
Nowhere.
So let's bring the queen back.
The bishop has to move back so that it doesn't block, the f4 move doesn't block the bishop to defend h6.
Yeah, because I don't want to play here, but I can't play it yet. Okay, let's play here.
And this is what we call zugzwang.
So why do you go back? Why do you go back to the bishop?
Why do
Because you want to play
No, it's
s4.
okay, just bring it back as I show you.
It's the same thing, just waiting.
No, just put it there. Why you put it back there? Why is it going there? It's played and actually it's stopping the king from moving. Just push the pawn.
But the king doesn't want to go that side.
Push
okay?
the pawn.
Which pawn?
Which pawn?
F5, F4.
This one.
No, f4 you
can't
don't want to
push
do
it
that
from-
because,
If you push f5, push here.
yeah.
Just play the bishop back.
Is that better than where?
Yeah, because you're still stopping the king from moving.
Okay. It still works actually.
It does.
So that these guys push the pawn.
But because of the earlier moves that were made that will restrict the king.
Oh, now you can't move the king. Okay. All right. Very nice move. Okay, so in this position, what happened instead was, yeah, this. It's not so clear. Ooh, that is losing.
From one move it became very clear.
Oh, now there's nothing to play.
Oh,
The discovery cannot be stopped. and it's a dangerous discovery.
Something must die, either the rook or the pawn. The rook or the pawn. One of the, oh, wow. You tried to salvage it, but it could not be salvaged.
This is lost.
That was quite the steal.
Save the bishop. Rich man rules.
And then look at that rook, very arrogantly stopping the king from moving.
Yeah, attack the... Wait, he did that?
Because you queen.
You queen first. Okay.
It's about how you win. Something I was telling Baba Cassidy, that chess is an art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So queen versus bishop is generally a one position. This is going on. That is over.
Just, it's hard.
All right, guys, we can bring this to a close. It's been
Sure.
a long day, Ian.
True.
Thank you so much for holding fort and run.
No worries.
Congratulations as well. It's a very big commitment to be able to bring this kind of a live stream, and we'll let you guys keep watching what's going on. So far, we can probably check the standings, I think.
Yeah, the juniors are
But
really
then
doing well.
we are disconnected from the server.
Because even Zuri won her game, right?
Zuri won, yeah.
Yeah, so the juniors are really doing well. Really doing well.
I think we're not on the server.
It's day 1. Let's see, maybe day 2.
Alright, guys, that's it. See you tomorrow. Thereafter.
In case this stream encouraged you to learn chess, please do learn.
And like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yes.
Do all those wonderful things that you guys are making.
Give your comments over there.
Yes.
All right. Adios.
I'm wondering how safe everything is.
Over here.
I think
It should be
it's
pretty
very
safe.
It's pretty safe, yeah. But I want to, what I'm
You have to be extra safe.
I need to leave, what will I leave? I leave everything except,
It's Magana's game of course.
Magna's game.
It might go with my khakis and then I
I leave the screen. Where is that Camlink thing?
Today was Friday or Thursday? Friday. Okay. My poor cake. Where that cake is? How much per again?
How much again? 200.
100. But how they can't see the name equity. They can't. That was not enough.
One of them because it's just.
Atisha, you borrowed. You borrowed.
What should I carry?
Before, I suggest before you make any decision to make anything, you first talk to the field staff. That they tell you where the safest place to leave anything that you're using.
Yeah, because you're digital and stuff. I don't want to shut down.
It's not again, yeah? Yeah, or maybe to leave instructions that they close everything and maybe lock. I don't know. But then I'm guessing they have to clean this after week, which means there will still be that human aspect.
I need physical fitness to do that.
Get a bike.
I have a bike.
Do you cycle?
I used to cycle. I think when I don't do my gym in the morning.
You need to cycle, don't tell him. Gym, unfortunately, isn't. It's not a trying to exercise. The first thing you should do is to try to make it fun. Gym, you do it because you know you need to do it. But biking is fun. You want to do it. And that's a great way to exercise. Because you could say, okay, you know what, each time I cycle, I'm going to try to do like 10 or 20 push-ups or something. Then try to build on that. You are up to the stage with meeting food?
I didn't watch it, but definitely you are very good. And you said they are extremely good. I think this is tomorrow really good for me. Tomorrow I can. No, I'll come and see you watching.
I really appreciate we shall talk more. But in case you have noticed anything, I will text me. Show me your done. Show me.